Let's go. It's your man Mike Bowens. I'm coming to you once again live and direct. I feel I'm so pumped up, I'm amped up, I'm charged up, I'm ready. How about you? Listen, I'm talking to you, I'm coming to you from this message. Pursue excellence. Pursue excellence. Listen, in this life that we live, so many people are mediocre. So many people settle for average. Now it's time for us to pursue excellence. Whenever you go to do something, whatever you put your hand to do it with all of your might. That's what the Bible says. Do it with all of your might. So don't do something half-heartedly, right? If you're in school and you have to prepare for a test, do it with all your might. Even if you get a B, give it everything you got, right? When you're in a relationship, give it all you got. Don't just, oh no, I'm just not feeling it. Then what you in a relationship for if you're not going to give it all you got? Right? Your relationship with God, give it all you got. Your prayer time, give it all you got. Give him your heart. When you worship God, give him everything you got. Right? When you go to work, even if you're working at a job, you don't have your own business as of yet, give it all you got. Because guess what? You're spending your time there. You're working there. It's nothing worse when people go to work late, leave early, and they didn't give it their best. But you expect a promotion. You got to work on these people's job as if it's your own. Because when you do get to your own, if that's your goal and your desire, then guess what? Those same habits will follow you. They'll follow you to the next, when you go to start your business, right? You'll start late. You'll finish early. You'll quit. You have a quitting mentality instead of a winning mentality. And so you want to be the type of person who does things with excellence. I never forget, as a little kid, I had a friend and we went to the boys club together. Now this guy to me was weird, but he was always winning all the awards. You know, he would stand there and talk to himself. I know, he's like, what is he saying? He'll play baseball, he'll hit home runs. Or if he didn't hit a home run, he'll get on base and he'll steal the base to the next base, right? And he won MVPs, he won all awards, most likable. And I started watching him. I said, this guy right here, he's weird, but when we played sports, he left everything on the field. He pursued excellence. When we were not playing, you could see him practicing to get better and better and better. In school, he was a straight A student. I'm like, this guy right here, straight A's. He was the type of person who had to study, had to understand what he was doing, and constantly worked at it and worked at it and worked at it. I was like, this guy right here is very focused, right? He pursues excellence, and I started to mimic him, right? I started to see his habits and see what he did, and I began to copy him without him knowing it. And things in my life started to get better. Then I started to get awards for achievement. I started to get awards for succeeding. I started to get awards, right, in school. And I said, whoa, I learned something here. How you can see someone else doing something, and if it's working for them, if you can learn the principles and the strategies behind what they're doing, then it could work for you. And that's when I learned that. I learned that in 5th grade, just by being around him and studying him, and started to doing the same things that he was doing. Then my life started to get better. Instead of me getting in detention all the time, I now was getting on the road. Instead of me fighting my teammates on the basketball field or the football field or the baseball field, I began to applaud them and they began to applaud me. Right? I began to change my attitude, change my thinking, and pursuing excellence. Like, hey, I'm not going to do this if I don't do it 110%, because you're just wasting your time. Right? And so it's one of those things where you must pursue it. It does not pursue you. So for you to be a person of excellence, this is a mindset. This is a mentality where you don't settle for mediocre. You don't settle for average. You don't settle for just get by, right? You want so even when it comes to your closet, is your closet clean, that you know where things are? I know some people like, oh, it don't matter how you keep your closet. Listen, a dirty closet, a dirty mind. That's how I see it. Because I need to know where everything is at, exactly where I need to find it at an important time. So you have to go to church, or you got to go to a business meeting, or you got to go to meet your friend down the street, or wherever you're going. You don't want to be scrimmaging through the house, picking up dirty laundry, picking up this clothes, picking up a blanket, moving this shoe to find your keys or to find a piece of paperwork. You need to know exactly where it's at, exactly when you need to find it. That everything should be placed in its appropriate position. And so when you pursue excellence, you're very goal oriented. You know what you want out of life and you're pursuing it to the best of your ability. Even if the best of your ability is a C plus, but it's the best of your ability. Not saying that you get a C plus because you didn't study, because you didn't put in the work, right? Then of course you're gonna get a C or D. But if that's the best you can do, then who can be mad at that? If that's your ability. If you're in a track team and you only get a bronze medal or you don't get any medal, but you're working hard, you're putting in the effort, you just don't have it to go from a gold to silver, right? But you put in the work. Same thing in life. You may not get the promotion at your job, but you're putting in the work. You're there on time. You're doing what you need to do. So no one can say that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're where you're supposed to be. You're doing what you're supposed to do. And more times than not, I'm gonna tell you, more times than not, that's the person who's gonna achieve more in life. Not always the super talented, not always the person with the best looks, not always the person who gets the most accolades and applause. Because guess what? That feeds their ego, and they're like, I don't have to do as much. It goes back to the old tortoise and the hare story, where the tortoise was faster, better looking. Everybody applauded his speed. So he started to take breaks. He started to slack. Whereas the tortoise was slow but steady. Slow but steady. And when the tortoise fell asleep, you know, because he was more talented, faster, guess what? The tortoise passed him and won the race. So it's about you being steady. It's about you pursuing excellence. Don't mean you have to go fast, but you must pursue excellence on a regular basis in everything that you do, so that your light may shine bright and glorify our Father that's in heaven. Let people see your life and want to imitate what you do, so they can get from one level to the next and to the next. This is your man, Mike Bowens. I'm signing off, and until next time, I'm saying, be blessed.